something, you have the right to speak. But today, everybody has gone into hibernation.
Why is that? The speculation. They say everybody has their price.
Yes.
Into whatever it is, you can silence people with monetary incentives or money itself.
Yes. And
do you think that's what is happening? That all of a sudden, even top people.
Yeah, I think that is exactly what is happening. You see, if you want money, I've been telling people that never make money an incentive or a motivation to go into a leadership position. Because when you get there, you get the money in abundance, and at the end of the day, you forget what you're supposed to do. That's exactly what the president is doing. He dreamed and envisaged of wanting to be president, but he never realized that the presidency comes with the responsibility. So he's been president with that responsibility. It's the reason why you see this mess in his wake. And back to the clergies. You see, like you said, everybody has his price. But if you have conviction, if you believe in what you're doing, if whatever that you're doing, your passion is rooted in the welfare of the people, trust me, you will never allow your conscience to be bought. Because when you stand true to yourself and your conviction, at the end of the day, whatever be the case, you will prevail. And it's exactly what we are mixing. For instance, we live in a country where this galamsey thing has become quite some kind of a social cancer. Because with my health background, I know the implications. The cyanide, poisoning, and a whole lot of stuff. I know people who are on dialysis, kidney disease, and a whole lot of stuff. We are all privy to these things. And it's not as if those who are doing galamsey do come from China or any other country. They are not any average Ghanaian. They are big politicians. People who belong to the top echelon of the political establishment. We know their names, we know their companies, we know where they operate, we know their concession. And these are the realities. And then you have men of God who are supposed to look into the president's face and tell him, Jack, put your house in order. Because all the investigations come in and point to the fact that the people doing these things do come from your background. Then men of God rather decided to go to the field to go and pray, sing Yanara Yasasini.
Sebe ye biatwa so nimbiatwa so kutu kranin de semi kumya ediye mbremu de maya sasidu de atuse omayi sere yo oyese na ose omafubra netre omayi sere yo omayi sere
so if I'm a young man learning from the political landscape, wanting to take a cue from these people, do you think it will be right for me to just see these people as a role model? Because I see them as jokers. Because you see, galamsey, you will never go to a site and find a devil doing galamsey or a witch or maybe a spiritual thing. They are human beings. You can touch them, blood and flesh. So it's just a matter of going after them. But these people, instead of them to look at the president in the face, but today all of them are on various boards, making money. So you see, the motivation from the word go wasn't about compassion, wasn't about the welfare of the people. It was about money.
Yeah.
And because the society is largely gullible, we don't. That is why I don't want people to take advantage of this messy situation and all of a sudden emerge as a leader. Capital. You see, people who emerge on days like this don't turn out to be good leaders, because you see, they see themselves as an accidental leader. There is a mess that has been created. Let me just go take advantage of it. At the end of the day, by the time you get to know their true color, things will be late, you understand? But leadership is a serious business. If you go to places like China and stuff, you see, there is this deliberate, conscious effort to build the next line of leaders. They're threatened. Some at some point in time had to flee this country under a president who claimed to be a human rights lawyer. I think we are in a messy situation, and I'm advocating that we need to wake up. You see, you can belong to whichever political party you want. To me, political parties are good. They are vehicles that we use to capture political power. But don't lose your conscience.
Thank you.
Don't lose yourself.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
thank you.
At the end of the day, the destination is Ghana. We need to wake this sense of patriotism and nationalism within us and realize that this NDC, MPP, independent, whatever, the destination is Ghana. We need to make Ghana a better place. Today, people dream going to America. America didn't just emerge from anywhere. People sat down, consciously constructed America to fit the description they wanted. Some got sacrificed along the line. Some people got killed. With the State of the Union and a whole lot of stuff, people got killed, but they knew where they were going. We need to start something. To me, the Ghanaian dream is possible, but one person cannot do it. It will take a concerted effort. It doesn't matter who you are, a doctor, a professor, you are a driver, Uber driver, whoever. It will take a concerted effort as people to build this country. And that is the only way. Giving ourselves up to this excessive partisan activism will not take us anywhere. It will rather divide, divide us. And always, whenever we are divided, it creates strength for people to capitalize on that strength to do whatever that they do. So the excesses that you see people do with impunity, the power that you see people are just abusing it here and there, they are doing it because of the strength that our division has created. It is giving the leverage. But if we come to the realization and become reasonable and very sensible and say, hey, beyond the NDC, the MPP, this is our country, Ghana. And that is the need for us to take matter into our own hands. And
we have a big election coming up on December 7th. What do you see?
Oh, I think if you look at the level of desperation and the whole state of this country, I expect Akufo-Addo and his whole thing to go home so that they will be held responsible and accountable. And I'll be very much disappointed. Whoever takes over as president, let them go free. Because you see, when I started this conversation, I told you a state cannot show weakness, you cannot show mercy. Over the years, that is what we've been doing. When Professor Mills came, I'm told there were a number of people who were lined up for him to prosecute them. He said, oh, blah, blah, blah. He left them off the hook. If you do that, you're not doing anybody good. You are building a state of impunity. And that impunity is what has resulted in where we are today. So I am expecting that this government will exert power so that we can hold them responsible and accountable. Over the years, we've been advocating these people are corrupt, these people are blah, 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 blah. So at the end of the day, if we don't hold them accountable and make them answer, it means that whoever is taking charge is coming to continue the same thing. And at the end of the day, it will be like an exchange. You come steal, I come steal. That is the cycle that we need to break. That is the cycle that we need to break. The cycle of corruption, the cycle of greed, the cycle of winner takes all, the cycle of I want to be in control.
Not only takes all, winner knows all.
Winner knows all. If you are sitting on the sidelines, you are counted irrelevant. You can't make contribution. But you see, leadership governance is not an individual enterprise. It takes collective effort.